Stanisław Barszczak from the diary of the village parish priest. To be continuous. I don't want this life to be interrupted by shopping or cooking. Why didn't I just go to the supermarket? I ended up buying cheese and beers. I listened to music. I unpacked everything with child pleasure. Then all my fears and premonitions suddenly appeared, but I suppressed them, I sublimated. Well, if we live together, I will not have that much free time, that there will be some shopping, cooking, cleaning, but just a little. But you shudder. Butterfly, you are not brave. Many girls manage to reconcile everything. Smile on the lips. Do not make a drama out of it. On the contrary, they really do exist. They convince themselves that when they get married, they will free themselves from this me who goes around and asks questions, the useless me. They trust that they will achieve balance. So I also believe that all things will disappear at the same time as the millions of images that lay behind the foreheads of grandparents who have been dead for half a century and parents also dead. The images in which we appeared as a little toddler, among beings who died before we were born, just as we in our own memories, our little children are next to our parents and schoolmates. And one day we will appear in the memory of our children, among the grandchildren and as yet unborn people. Like sexual desire, memory never ends. It connects the dead with the living, the real with imaginary creatures, dreams with history. What I do care about, however, is finding the words with which I thought about myself and the world around me. Stabilization will be normal and will be unacceptable, even unimaginable. But the man, I am 22 years old now, cannot transfer it to the young man from the past century, who knew only his own family, private school, and had a limited vocabulary. And ahead of him is the immensity of the pace of life. He has no real memory of himself. It's a pity. There are women who feel they are made up of many pieces of women. I have, for example, the girl titled the name of their Dalida, Beauvoir, Colette, even Sand. Am I made up of pieces of men? I do not know. If I do not describe them, things that are not over are lost. They will always remain only things that I have lived through but have not released in my life. Neither submission nor consent, but bewilderment with reality. It makes you say, what is happening to me, or this is happening to me, except that I am no longer in these circumstances, or no longer in the same. All these images will disappear, I believe, in our life. They will all disappear at once, as happened with the thousands of images placed on the back at once. Also the faces of the grandparents who died half a century ago, as I said. Suddenly the thousands of words that were used to name things, people's faces, actions, and feelings, to organize the world, to beat the heart, and to moisturize sex will disappear. The hostess at the parish was always friendly to me, and this woman, the only one then capable of enduring misfortune, opened the door wearing an apron and polka dot slippers with the clothes in her hand, replied, Fathers of the canon, guest. There is no name for this feeling of complete abandonment. No, the feeling that overwhelms me on sunny days when my mother stands in the courtyard in the photo, and the voice courtyard photo and the voice over the loudspeaker blows from behind the trees, and the music and thought fly together in the garden in incomprehensible blur. It is as if she was standing outside the festival, separate from some previous thing. Sometimes I thought to myself that she could spend the whole day without thinking about me for a second. I saw her get up, drink coffee, talk, make ironies,